Valley, brought to you by Color. Starting to the bottom left of the map, we have now the 4th player for Team TSL, another Zerg after Shine and Ragnarok already lost. It's their
TSL symbol!
I wanted to go for the symbol of hope joke and the production let me hang me in there, and I'm like, now it's awkward.
Sorry, they had a little bit too much fun in the bathroom, but they just got back. To the top right from the MVP team. He's not under your bed because he is
MVP monster!
And he proved to be a real monster today. He already defeated 2 opponents. Is now up against the 3rd. He looks a little bit sleepy.
He always kind of has this look about him where he, I don't know, maybe he was partying last night. Probably not. He probably a lot of practicing to be doing. He's got an important match
practicing the entire night. And now we have a hatch first for both of these players. No early pool. The gas a lot faster for Monster here.
Yeah, a lot faster. So I'm wondering, there's the pool coming down actually for Symbol. He wants to play this a little bit safer.
Monster cutting a lot of corners here. Adding a few drones before he starts with the spawning pool a lot later. No gas. There's the gas for his opponent.
Yes.
For Symbol. But Monster's already mining. He will have the speed a lot faster.
And the speed is not only speed is not the only thing you get with this. He's gonna have about a 50 gas difference. That could also mean he could put a little bit faster baneling aggression on it if he wants to. On a smaller map like this, we may see something like that. They're gonna see the hatchery timings very soon with their overlords as well.
We are cross-positioned here, so the distances between the 2 bases is fairly huge. The overlords didn't really scout anything. They don't know what's going on just yet. We will see this overlord chain from the top right to the bottom left in a few minutes. And right now we even have an early spine caller here for Symbol.
Yeah,
that's really early.
He's scared, playing a little bit defensively.
He doesn't really know what's going on here, so he builds the spine crawler, plays defensively. On the other hand, we have Monster now with the speed a little bit faster, as mentioned. But disregarding the spine crawler, the strategies are still fairly the same.
Yep, and now you can see the hatchery timing with his overlord. He's actually swinging around the left side because he knows it took so long to get to that base that he's not really going to be able to go and scout the main. He might lose it to a queen if he tries to go in there.
And Tomb Valley is actually a map where we don't usually see this many ZVZs.
Yeah, it's very true. Usually this map is chosen for a Protoss. And there's the Baneling Nest going down for Symbol first. He really wants to play this safer than his opponent. And that Spinecrawler actually is one reason why that Ling did not get any scouting information.
Yep, no scouting information for Monster at all so far. The Baneling Nest for Symbol is a lot faster. He could put on some aggression. He doesn't really know about it. He doesn't know about the timing for Monster's Baneling Nest that has just been started. On a map like this, there are so many things you can do. You can try to play aggressive with Banelings. The choke is wide open. On the other hand, we have seen late games where players start to go into Broodlords, even Ultralusks. And yeah, it all depends on if you want to play very aggressive or if you're going to head for a more tech-heavy build.
Yeah, exactly. Queen is checking around, wants to get rid of that Overlord. The Overlord's like, I'm going, I swear, I wasn't really planning on sticking around.
Alright, got the message.
That's fine, okay, I'm so sorry. I just thought I could push my luck a little bit here. The Overlords are like that. They come in, they look, and as soon as security shows up, they're very compliant with the security usually, but they try to push their limits, they try to push the boundaries a little bit, see what they can get away with. Blair started here very quickly, again, for Symbol, but double evolution chamber.
Triple gas for Symbol. This looks like Mutalisks, as we have now double evolution chamber, as Wolf just pointed out. Nice block here at the end, so no scouting information, but he knows that there's no gas in the natural just yet. So Symbol is playing this a little bit greedy at this point. Yeah, well, not too greedy actually. He has a few Banelings morphing, so he will have a few defensive ones. He has the Queens, he has a few Zerglings in position to scout, and he has the Spinecrawler. But still, he's not building too many units.
I'm not sure where that drone is going.
And Monster is going straight for 16 Zerglings. That could do some damage.
Yeah. These Queens or these Lings are trying to get us some scouting information, not able to do so.
4 additional Spinecrawlers because he's very afraid of an attack of Monster, and rightly so. Ro4 also on its way, halfway done. The lair tech is completed. He could start with a Spire if he wants to.
Yeah, I think he will.
A lot of Zerglings now being built.
Yeah, he's very scared. Oh, that could have been even worse.
Yeah, but it already shows the Monster that he has to back off here.
I like that he decided to take the 3rd hatch as a response to this. He's like, wow, you made a ton of spines and you have those Banelings there?
No Spire. He starts with the +1 attack upgrade and the Roach speed. Doesn't really look like he wants to go for the air units here.
Yeah, he just wants to get those upgrades out. He may try to hit that very fast speed Roach timing without even a 3rd base and try to end his opponent early if his opponent's playing a little bit greedy.
He goes for the Infestation Pit. He's not going to use the timing, I think, because...
Yeah,
well, if he does, the big problem for him is that we have an armor upgrade for Monster already nearly completed and the +1 attack upgrade for the Zergling, so those will be really strong. But still, we have him with a lot of gas, a lot more gas than Monster, and this will help him.
Yeah, he wants to attack the 3rd base location, that's why he's got these offensive Banelings, but the Queen targets one of them down. He is going to lose this Queen, and the Baneling hit there, not as good as it could have been, but he attempted the manual detonation. It worked out okay.
The Queen survived, which is the funniest part about this entire fight.
Exactly. And now the Roaches are coming out. The aggression gets even scarier, and he makes 12 Banelings outside the base.
Yeah, a lot. He might try to hit the timing here.
Is he really going to do that timing? Did he cancel the Infestation Pit? I don't think so. No, it's still here. He didn't cancel it. That's a lot of resources spent if you're going to try to hit a timing like this.
But he wants to put on this aggression, and his Roach speed is just now completed. Those Zerglings have the upgrades that we talked about. The Banelings are not ready, and those Roaches need 3 hits to kill a Zergling, which is exactly why they're losing so many hit points, and most of the Roaches are gone.
Oh, and that Baneling hit was not very good, and he even uses one on a Queen here.
This does not look too good for Symbol. He does a lot of damage here, but not as much as he hoped for.
Definitely not. There's a lot of Banelings left over. He wants to try to... Oh, nice Roach split there.
Really well split. He's doing a lot of pressure here. He needs to be careful with this micro, but still he is doing a fairly even trade. 2,300 resources lost versus 2,100. More Roaches streaming across the map, but still heading into this 3rd base and the Infestation Pit. Infestor upgrades.
Is pretty scary though. Roaches with speed coming through here.
And the Roach count is better for Symbol.
Yeah, by quite significant amount. But his opponent with that Carapace upgrade is able to counteract the +1.
Yeah. That's a big problem that Symbol currently has. Yes, he has +1 attack for these Roaches, but on the other hand, he's lacking the armor upgrade that Monster already has.
And if he had been able to kill those drones at the 3rd base, he would be in an okay position economically, but since he didn't, his 3rd base being so late, his opponent has gotten so much extra mining that he doesn't have. Roach drops potentially coming through here, or Ling drops. He's getting the drop upgrade right now.
That's a lot of resources that he uses for the drop upgrade, and with his 3rd base being so late, this is going to prove to be a problem, especially since MVP decided it's time. MVP Monster decided it's time to move across the map. He has 28 Roaches against 19, has decent upgrades, and it's now just going for it.
I don't know about this. He's going to definitely need to do something with the drop. It's not going to be this accessory drop upgrade that you get later on because you have a lot of resources extra and you want to just be able to harass in the late game. This is something that he looks like he wants to hit off of just 3 bases, because if he doesn't do anything with this, that's going to be a lot of resources spent for... I mean, at this stage of the game, you can't afford to spend resources without any return on it.
Right now, Monster is actually playing the better game here. We have him now with a... How many infestors does he have? 1, and he's getting 3. So he will have the better infestor count, will have it faster, the upgrades are not bad, he completes +1 attack and has the 2nd armor upgrade already started. So this is very scary for Symbol, and Symbol has to stay away where we have another macro hatch now for his opponent.
Yeah, he's trying to get these infestors out, both of them coming out at similar times, even though he had the infestation pit much earlier. He's got to hope for a good engagement. That's how he's going to be able to maybe turn this game around. Well, we have Carapace upgrades for the MVP player versus Simple is getting the attack upgrades.
He only has drop, but he doesn't have
Speed.
Yeah, this is...
It's really weird. It's
drop
almost,
Overlords without speed just
it almost
silly.
looks like a mistake.
They just look silly.
The research for Overlord drops is V, right? Ventral sacks?
Yeah.
Maybe he was trying to hit an inject with one of his queens. He accidentally hit B on the hatchery or something like that.
I don't think so. He starts the speed
yeah, he's
upgrade
getting
now.
speed now. And he would have noticed earlier if he did that by accident.
It's just one of these upgrades that I feel you don't hit by accident.
It's generally speaking pretty intentional. At this point, I'm trying to figure out all the different ways he can use drops with this situation. Maybe he can protect his infestors and try to go for a flank in an Overlord, drop them out like you use High Templar for.
Well, the army supply is in favor of Symbol now. The upgrades, on the other hand, are better for MVP, or soon will be when this armor upgrade hits.
Oh, here we go. First fungal hits home, and he actually isolates a lot of these roaches and catches the infestors.
Great fungal on the infestors, exactly. And here comes the fight. If Monster takes this, that would be so huge for him, getting the 4th base already. He needs to be careful, though.
He's trying to split these roaches. A good fungal go down for Symbol, but Monster seems like he has plenty enough to defend.
Yeah, he has so many roaches. The roach numbers are in favor of Symbol, but all these infestors are doing a lot of damage with the fungals. Infested Terrans are nowhere to be found, but the roaches alone do so much against this army, especially with the armor upgrade already done.
Yeah.
And we have now Hydralisk also joining the battle very soon.
Yeah, they're going to come in here pretty soon. Infested Terrans coming down. I feel like Monster may have not been patient enough. I think maybe needed to wait for a few more of his units before he could fight. Now he's using that +2 Carapace even on his Infested Terrans to push that back. And he takes a slight supply lead here, but like you said, he's getting the Hydralisk out. The Infestor count between these two players is in his favor just slightly at 6-2.
And he has the 4th base up a little bit faster. Couldn't mine from it so far. The problem is that we have these Zerglings now attacking the hatch. If he kills this base, that would be awful for Symbol.
I think he'll save it.
Yeah.
But he could come in for a snipe later. Now we're going to start to see these roach drops coming across the map.
Okay, this could be cool. This could be pretty awesome.
Violet has shown this play in ZVZ in the past. He's one of the players I think of comes to mind.
Well, that could do a lot of damage. There's nothing in the main base.
Yeah. See, this is something... Oh, well, we'll see. He gets cleaned up here, but in the main base, yeah, there's not a whole lot. It just takes so long to actually fly in there that by the time he drops out, the roaches are ready if he's paying attention.
And he pays attention, so Monster is now immediately in a spot where he can defend against this. Might lose a queen, maybe 1 or 2 units, but the infestors, as long as they use the fungals well against these roaches, he should be fine.
A little bit of pressure coming in here still, though, and you know what? Symbol's going to be able to take out this hatchery.
Yeah, and the Monster actually doesn't even want to deal with this attack. He's just streaming across the map with his own force, and it's like, okay, well, you can have my base, but I'm going to take down yours.
Yeah, a few wings coming here to try to snipe, but the roaches will definitely get it. This hatchery has no chance.
And there are still roaches at the top right taking down harvesters. Monster is falling a little bit apart here. He really banks all his hopes on this one attack.
Yeah, he's got now down to 46 drones, but his army is quite large. There is some defense set up at home as well.
The army supply for Monster is way ahead with 134 against 100.
Yep, needs to hit some fungals. That infestor did not get any of those fungals, and neither will this one. 2 infestors going down for free.
Yeah, this is a really awkward position that we have those 2 players in now.
It is just basically a race to see who can eliminate the buildings the fastest.
Symbol has more resources. If he's able to sneak a few drones past his opponent, he can just build a few additional hatches. He's starting his own spine crawlers, but it's a little bit too late because we have Monster already walking up to into the spine crawler concave and taking them down 1 by 1.
He didn't get that fungal off, so he wasn't able to deny the units off the base.
Army supply is dropping for Monster. It's starting to equalize between these 2 players.
Yeah, it certainly is, and
the infestor count is way better for Symbol, which is of course really important in such a scenario.
Yep, he's going to lose 3 of those right away though, and another one will go down here. No burrow. Even if he did, there was an overseer right nearby.
The top right base has already been annihilated. There's not a lot of tech left for Monster. And Symbol isn't done yet. He takes down more and more structures of his opponent, and at the top left he established a new base.
Yeah, and right now Monster's probably going to do the same thing. He's got a drone. He could actually take one of the old bases of Symbol with that drone. He's got several drones now coming with his army. There's that base I'm talking about. A little bit strange to take this one rather than taking a better one.
This game is getting really awkward, Wolf.
It definitely is. He finds the base at the top left. Or he will. He's sending the Lings up there to check for it right now. There's not enough defense. If he goes into the main, he will definitely see it, and he's going to see it.
And he's going to kill not only the Queen, but he can take down a lot of these Harvesters.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Saves the Queen with the Overlord. That was awesome.
That's going to be really annoying to deal with. He's going to need a lot more Lings than that to come up and deal with it. The army supply right now is slightly in favor of Symbol, but it's pretty close.
86 to 83. The army walking across the map right now. Also, the composition is not identical, but very, very similar. This top left base has to be defended, though, which is exactly why Symbol is now trying to take this down.
But this is going to be a good engagement for Monster, actually, over here, where he catches some of the Hydralisks for free.
He can't move out the ramp.
Now he can contain him. He's going to have to use Overlords to get those units out if he wants to contain him. Or, alternately, he can do exactly what he's doing now and try to catch the smaller army on the map, which he has found. His Changelings are following it.
That Changelings, and he knows exactly where it is. If Monster plays this well, he should win the game.
He should.
Is that hatch at the bottom left his last building?
He has a few more buildings. He's got one extractor.
But this force doesn't stand a chance, of course. It's only half the army of Symbol, and he's losing it.
He needs to save that hatchery, though.
But well done now. He has more drones, Monster that is, and he builds additional extractors to the top right. So now we suddenly have the army supply, if you just can compare this again, with 64 for MVP Monster and 46 for TSL Symbol.
But will he ever be able to break up that ramp? His hatchery, which just died, by the way, means he can't make any more buildings.
If he doesn't cancel the extractor, he can't build a hatch.
Yeah, you're right. He needs to cancel it. Nope. No more hatch. And now he can't mine, so he's going to have to break up this ramp with infestors at the top of it. Not going to be easy. He needs to drop a ton of infested Terrans. That's one thing that he can't deny.
Symbol has to build Spine Crawlers as soon as he is done with the spawning pool, but MVP Monster doesn't want to give him the time. The bundles on the infested Terrans. He moves back a little bit, drops his own infested Terrans. This is so close.
Actually, I'm not sure who's going to take this fight. There's so many roaches, though. I think Monster should be able to take it.
Yeah, he should be able to. He has 56 army supply against 20. This is it, Wolf.
Yep, there's not going to be any way for him to hold, but the extractor goes down. There's only... Where is his last extractor? There's one more extractor he's revealed. There are a few roaches on the map. These 3 roaches, if he kills the extractor, he will win the game.
But what does Symbol have? Does Symbol have a couple of additional buildings?
He's got one extractor and another hatchery he's just made. Alright, now what has to happen is he has to send enough units to defend the extractor. Well, he's got actually another drone. He can make another extractor of his own.
But at this point, if Monster plays this well, if he plays it smart, he has won.
Yeah, he should be able to take the victory here. He just needs to find the hatchery.
It's 52 army supply against 16. If you look at the units, we have only 7 roaches and 1 infestor left for Symbol, whereas MVP Monster has so much. 16 roaches, 4 infestors, 6 hydras. This is more than enough to defend and attack at the same time.
He canceled the hatchery, he's moving it. He realizes that having the hatchery alone is not going to be useful if he can't ever mine from it, so he's going to move it to a place where it actually can mine.
Symbol doesn't even know about the infestor at the bottom left.
Yeah, he doesn't know. This is basically impossible for Symbol to win. Yeah, I mean, he can't possibly hope to long distance mine. He has 2 drones. For him to rebuild his army would take so long. During that time, Monster could have searched the map 4 times over and found everything. So as long as Monster doesn't have a bathroom party, I think everything's going to be okay.
No bathroom parties, Wolf. Only slumber parties and pillow fights.
Yeah. If he had a pillow fight...
Well, okay. You can have your bathroom party. I'm going to settle for the slumber party.
I can have slumber parties as well. But, you know, a bathroom party every once in a while, it can be fun. You just got to get the right bathroom, I'm telling you, man. That's the most important part. It's not always about the toilets. Because you could, if you don't like the toilets in the bathroom party, you can go to another bathroom nearby. Anyway.
I still prefer the pillow fight.
Pillow fights are also something you can do at a bathroom party, but it's a bit crowded in there sometimes. This infestor and the Overlord is like, that's actually Symbol.
That's James Bond infestor.
It's the James Bond infestor he's in there and Symbol's controlling him. He's just floating around the map like he's James Bond trying to figure out how he can change this game, but I just don't think there's any way.
The thing for Monster is he has to scout. He has to find where is this hatch. He needs to scout, and at the same time he needs to leave a small force that is able to defend the 3 assimilators that he still has. They are, of course, revealed. So this game might take a little bit longer, but in the end, it would be very surprising if Symbol wins this. He can only win the game if Monster makes some major mistakes now.
The Overseer is about to find the hatchery to the south.
Yeah.
And that's going to trigger, of course, the new hatchery to be made. There's a drone that's... The last drone of Symbol is actually right outside of a roach, so if he moves it, then he's going to lose it because the roach will see it and kill it. Oh, he actually just moved that roach. It's hard for you guys to see everything that's happening in the map, but...
He moves the roaches away, which is a little bit annoying because this one drone will build another hatch.
Yeah. Actually, this changeling could see it, though.
Yeah, but he might... Yeah, there's another fight now at the bottom right, sorry, in the middle of the map, where more roaches of Symbol are cornered. A few roaches at the bottom left now attacking.
He dropped all those infested Terrans. You know what? He's going to lose this extractor if he gets targeted because his roaches are not reacting. Now he reacts to the roaches.
Yeah, but still, the extractor is gone, and that leaves 2 extractors. The infester does not have enough energy, though.
The hatchery to the bottom left is barely not seen.
Wow, just outside the vision range of the changeling.
Is he actually going to get this extractor?
Yeah, I think he does, and he gets away. Oh, Symbol, if you win this game, that would be more than epic.
I think he actually...
He could?
If he doesn't bring those Hydras back, he will regret it for the rest of his life. There's actually... There's no way he can defend this extractor if he doesn't have Hydras there.
Are there still... Oh, he just built another.
And
Wait a second. He just built another extractor. And the drone count is now... There are no drones left on this game.
He's just gonna...
Yeah. Are actually lava for... Okay, the lava are gone.
How is he not able to find this hatchery? I mean, obviously the Ling is just out of vision range, but he needs to be sending Lings everywhere.
Wait a second. Look at this. The changeling is gone before the creep spreads.
Yeah.
The changeling is gone, and a second later the hatch is completed and is now starting to spread creep.
Now he's going to see it, though.
The creep would have revealed it.
He's going to see it.
Yeah, he sends the Overlord over there again.
And this is actually finally the last building. There's no drones left, and there's no other buildings on the map for Symbol.
He can build one drone and then an extractor somewhere.
This is going to be it. He's going to type GG as soon as he sees the roaches find his hatch.
There are 2...
It was a tough stand, but...
Yeah, this is it. There are 2 evolution chambers, not evolution chambers, extractors left, and Symbol can't kill them. He might be able to take down one, but not both.
Nope, not both. You're so right. He's going to go for the attack now on one of the extractors. And it's not going to be enough.
There we go. Here they come. 3 infested Terrans, 3 roaches up against this massive army. 6 supply against 44. And the base is gone. No GG. He's defeated by elimination. Monster takes another game of TSL. MVP is now up ahead with 4-1.
I was so concerned when he didn't have that second extractor made. I was like, there's no way you can actually defend it against that many roaches if he comes in all at once with the roaches and the infestor. That was so close. But yeah, I mean, Symbol stayed in there hoping for a mistake. But in the end, he was really just hoping for luck. Didn't work out, and Monster actually now finds himself 1 win away from taking this entire thing.
Yeah.
Can Hyun actually stop him?
Well, he's unbelievable, so if anyone is able to do it, then it's him. He won 14 IPL Fight Clubs in a row. 14 of them.
Yep. And Symbol not happy here. Hyun is going to have to go through so many good players if he wins this as well, so this is not a good feeling right now if you are on that TSL bench.
I expected a 5-4 today, and you know, we could actually end up with a 5-1.
We could, but it's not over yet. Nope. TSL has not ever been able to sit in that finals. I'm trying to think of a team. I guess there are 2 teams I think that I can think of that have not been to a finals in GSTL. It's OGS, which no longer exists, and ZenX, which also no longer exists, and TSL.
That's not true. That's not true. ZenX still exists, and they actually bounce back.
Really?
Yeah, they have a few new players. Sun, for example, is back in the team now, and also Seal might come back. He was apparently sick or injured. One of the 2, I don't know. I actually talked to a few guys yesterday, and ZenX is still alive and kicking, and they will get maybe a partnership soon.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
I didn't know that. And also, NS Hosa did not go to the finals either, actually, now that I think about it.
Not ZenX, NS Hosa.
Okay, I was like, that's really
ZenX
weird.
is, of course, dead. Yeah, sorry, I'm talking about NS Hosa.
Yeah, so NS Hosa and TSL, the only 2 teams I think have not been to the finals.
Yeah.
All the other teams, like We Made Fox, they didn't make it either, but they don't
Should have realized that once I dropped Seal's name.
No, when you said Seal, I was like, why would Seal be on Xenix? I didn't want to embarrass you. I was like, I don't know.
Xenix is of course dead.
Okay.
Xenix has joined StarTale. I was talking about NSOSA
Yeah.
because we were really worried about them after they lost in the GSTL. They lost all the players in Code A, all down to Code B now.
All right, it's time for Hyun. He's getting up and he's walking over.
Yeah, it's time for the, not quite the reverse all kill, but pretty close.
Yeah. Monster only has one more ZVZ to win if he wants to take this series.
Yeah, he already played 2. If he can win another one, then MVP wins with a 5-1 against TSL. Not quite what I expected, but Hyun is a strong opponent. And he might be able to pull it off. We've seen crazier things happen.
Yep, he's currently in Code S, ranked 50, played GSTL 7 times, and as you said, he's a 14 in a row winner of the IPL Fight Club. I wouldn't want to face him. He is exactly who you want to put out last year as TSL.
And of course, before we head into the next game, we have a short 5-minute break, and then we are back at the GSTL.